Today we are privileged to have Naa-Amorkor Shika Futru the first. She is the Queenmother of Asere-Amartse We of the Asene paramountcy. You know, we have paramountcies, so Asene is one of our paramountcies. So she is one of our, and Asene comes from Gamashi, so the Gan state. So we, and when you talk about Asene, it stretches to Kaneshi and all those. Yes, that is it. And besides being a queen mother, she is also the head of business enablement of Stanbic Bank. So she's a very, very, very corporate lady. We are privileged to have her. We've been covering her, and she's passionate about development, youth development in the Gan state, and bringing education and development to the youth. Today, she's here to visit, and I thought that we should warmly welcome her into our midst. So on this note, you are welcome.
Thank you.
You and your delegation.
Yeah.
We believe that they said the America and the rest is tsunami and hurricane, which is their nemesis. But when you come to Africa, our nemesis is leadership, and that is what has let us down.
Yeah.
So we look out for good leaders, and leadership, good leadership is very key to us as graphic, because we believe that we find ourselves in a place where we serve the interests of the nation. So when we see a good leader, somebody who is championing a good cause, we want to support and we give our best. It doesn't matter whether the person is a political leader, religious leader. Once you're a leader, and whatever you are doing inures to the benefit of Ghanaians and the state of Ghana, we are interested. And the community you come from, we are interested.
Yeah.
So we look out for such people and we support them. We believe that some of our traditional leaders are doing very good work. So we must support them. And we believe that you are one of them. What is our role? Our role is to promote excellence, promote good leadership. We believe that what you are doing resonates with our values, our core values, our mission as graphic. So when you are here, you are home and feel very comfortable because everybody here supports what you are doing and we are behind you.
Okay. First of all, I'll say a big thank you to the entire team. I keep sharing my story in terms of how I emerged. I didn't know them, none of them. I didn't even know I had a family down there. But when you are being controlled, you don't have a choice. So I ended up there. How I would start, how I would put in a plan, how we can help develop the community, I had no clue. But I believe that once you do things genuinely with a good heart and the right mind, you will be led. And that is what has gotten us this far. So a big thank you to all of you. And I think when we're organizing the Omo, I made a statement and said, I think one of our partners, House and Andani, joined. And the team that interviewed me asked why I invited him. And the point I made then, I still stand by that to say that we are moving away from fighting among ourselves to being united, to being one. Today, if you look at the Gan state, it's not just Gans. It's every tribe trying to survive on the Gan state, or in the Gan state, or on the Gan land. So why don't we bring all these people on board and partner ourselves and see how we can all help to grow our various communities? Today, I'm driving the gender initiative among girls, and I've been questioning why I'm taking boys out. So let me be fair and say 80% girls, 20% boys. But I'm saying girls because I look at the situation down there and I keep telling myself, I could have been one of them. And with all that I've learned and wherever I find myself, whether being Stanbic or in traditional realm, what can I do to support? And you've been so supportive. There's no way I will stay in my house and say, I'll just be a distance from this team and be executing. It's not possible. So I took, thank you. Thank you. I've taken some days off, and the plan is to reach out. We are going to visit 3 key schools in the community, identify the key challenges in there, and then we would put together a summary report in terms of how we start engaging them. And I told myself, to start this engagement, I need to come to Graphic. This is the team I'm going to run with. I can't go and come, but I need to come and ask permission and go. So I'm here to say, the work has started. I'm here to say I'm going to move, but I need your blessings to move. And as a team, I can't go and leave you guys behind. We have to move together. I can't thank you enough. I'm so, so grateful. I know I'm not coming to do any magic. I'm just coming to give back to the people what I have been exposed to. And I pray that Almighty God and our ancestors will support us. So thank you so much. Thank you once again. Thank you. And Mr. Hassan, I'm happy to see you by the table. And I'll count so much on you. Because I've told Mr. Ndani that we are coming to the north.
Okay.
Yes, for him to also have a feel that once he shows that support, we are also ready to show that support. In fact, we are very determined to go every length, if it's even going to cost us our death. And I'm saying this here, because I did not come in person, but I came in the realm. So I execute in the realm. One of the things I'm driving is to get the women out there, to move away from Yoya, Kotashia, Fimoneke. So when I came, we've looked at the ladies in the house and those that are also trading kinke and stuff, right? And because of small capital, some of them stay in the house and they do. So what we've done is to push out the little we can. So we make sure that they are out there from Mondays to Thursdays. On Fridays, they are home. So if I had come here on a Friday, you would have seen the women with us. And the young girls who are not in the school, some of them even have moved out and in bad groups. So we held their hands, took them back to the schools. They took me through some of the payments that are outstanding, things that are happening. So in my own small way, without me opening up yet, we are trying to push them back. But again, you still find some stubborn ones in there, but we'll cross it. We'll cross it. So I'm like the Yas and Twa among the men. If you saw my Homo pictures, you'll see that so many men with one woman, standing in front with the, whatever. I don't even remember what state I was at the point, but if it had been a Friday, you would have seen some of the women join us. But my motive is to get the women out there, because the women who would help drive the community, grow the community. Basically, that's my strategy. It's a tough one, but we'll get there.
I want to ask, what's the state of the Ghana girl now? Like Auntie Mary was saying, by 14, has that thing changed? Or
I have to be honest, it hasn't. It hasn't. But I think yes, and I can't do it alone. I think what I've started seeing, I think I've been there almost 2 years now. What I've started seeing is that they want something to believe in. And when you give them that, you see them gradually warming up to you and start listening to you. So there are things that happen that the girls don't want me to get here of. So that people are like, when none of you come on, it checks them. So I believe that first of all, we work on the mind, and then you gradually warm them up, try and bring them back on track. There's one of them that joined this bad gang. They take in these shisha. I mean, you can't control. In fact, she got so wayward that the mom even pushed her out. But gradually, now she's back into the house. She's now trying to cook her own food and try and sell somewhere. So you could tell that she's moving away gradually. How do we bring such a person into the education space? I must be honest. Such a person, it won't be possible. The best you can do is maybe skill development, maybe around sewing, hairdressing. These are all things that I'm seeking to do. And there are some firms that I've been told they promote these skills. I'm seeking to partner them. So if you know any of them, please do help me. I'm looking forward to partnering some of these people. If I can push at least 5, 10 people in there, we can help bring them out, and then they can have their own professional, something to do. But that narrative, that mindset is there. If you are 14, 15, 16, and you don't have a child, you are barren. Yeah, it's there. It's there. And that sense of competition, it's like that competition thing must be broken. Yeah, it's a big deal. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. So I make time to attend a lot of these things when they invite me, just to observe and pick the learnings, what I can use to change things around. And I always make myself vulnerable, because I first of all tell them I'm not perfect. But I've had opportunity to be out of this space, and that's why I sit in front of you. So I really, really need help, and I'm always on him. I really need that help. And I believe that it's not just about you writing the stories, but look at the great idea around the teachers. There are ideas, and I have not regretted coming here today. I told my people, before we go to any school, I want to go to graphic. Thank you. I want to share a story I picked up yesterday.
Okay.
From the town. So I took one of the boys back to school, right? He fell off, and I took him back to school, took him through the process. And he didn't know I was on leave. So yesterday I just went in around, I think 12, 1-ish. And then this is the boy just walking into the house. I'm like, what are you doing here? He said, I've given myself some break. I'm on break.
Can you imagine?
Yes. On his own. And this is like, how old is he? 13, 14. Yes. He decides when to go on break and when to go to school. So yesterday, I actually sacked him from the house, and I said, look, go back to school. So to the point around the supervision, you can go to an extra mile, but if the supervision is also poor, because the mom was also there. If the supervision is poor, you go in circles. So to a point around, we have a lot of work to do, and I keep saying I can't do it alone. Everybody must come on board. And that's the more reason why I'm starting with the mindset. If you get the mind right, now whatever you put across, people jump at it.
But just to reiterate the point that graphic stands with you, and graphic would make all its platforms available to you to amplify whatever you are doing and to be your voice, because we can reach very far, and sometimes what you are doing, somebody somewhere must know and see and also support. So we give you that assurance. Myself and my colleagues will give you that assurance.
For more news, please visit our website, graphic.com.gh, or follow us on Facebook at Daily Graphic and on YouTube and Twitter at GraphicGH.